Hey guys, what's up? Daniel here. Today we're checking out Apple's new iPhone SE, which is basically an iPhone 6s inside the body of an iPhone 5s. Now we actually have the silver, space gray, gold, and rose gold colors here, so you can see how they all look next to each other and maybe decide on a color if you are planning on getting one. Now the new color this time around is the rose gold, which we didn't have with the 5s, but I'm pretty sure that all of the colors here are tinted slightly lighter than the 5s colors. Anyway, inside the box, we are of course going to get the iPhone along with some earpods, a lightning cable, and a charging block. We also have the documentation and the Apple stickers. As far as the specs go, the iPhone SE has Apple's latest A9 chip, a 12 megapixel rear facing camera capable of recording 4K video, a 1.2 megapixel front facing camera capable of recording HD video, and a larger battery that is pretty much on par with the one on the iPhone 6s. Now the iPhone SE doesn't have 3D touch, nor does it have as good of a front-facing camera as the iPhone 6s, but it is $250 cheaper, which is a very significant amount of money. The thing about 3D touch is that if you've never used it, then you won't care for it, but if you have gotten used to it, then you might miss not having it if you're planning on downgrading or, changing to a smaller phone. I personally find myself using 3D touch quite a bit with emails and photos on my 6s, so for me it does feel like I'm taking a step back, but it's more of a convenience than a vital feature, and I certainly wouldn't pay $200 more just for 3D touch. I did run a Geekbench test on the iPhone 6s and SE, which shows how close they are on speed, and both the numbers are close, and in real world it's pretty much on par. Everything opens up quickly, the camera launches fast, multitasking is great. There's nothing here that feels sluggish. It feels like a very fast phone, like a flagship, but just a very small form factor. I do find it a bit odd that they decided to call it the iPhone Special Edition, but I guess this is the product line that Apple will keep as their smaller flagship phone. So now we have the iPhone SE, iPhone 6s, and 6s Plus. Right now the iPhone 6s Plus has OIS and a larger battery than the regular 6s, and I wouldn't be surprised if the iPhone 7 Plus or Pro gets some extra features like a much better camera and some cooler stuff that the iPhone 7 doesn't get. That way the cheaper and smaller the phone, then the more features you compromise on, but you won't have to compromise on speed of the phone, and you won't feel like you're missing out on any big features. To those of you watching this video on the iPhone 6 or 6s or just a large phone in general, I can tell you that you might not like the size of the iPhone SE, even if you have had an iPhone 5 in the past. You've probably already gotten really used to that larger screen. Games, movies, books all have less space, meaning everything's going to feel more cramped. You're going to see less emails, less apps, and you're going to make mistakes using the phone while you get used to it, unless you have yet to upgrade to a large phone. So in that case, it really would be a perfect phone. One of the things that I like about phones of this size is that you treat it more like a phone, meaning you won't be pulling it out as much because you are far better off waiting and using your tablet or laptop to do things on. When I go out to places, I sometimes find myself replying to emails and playing games, which is something that I do less with these small phones. So if you find yourself using a large phone too often, it might be good to revert back to a smaller phone. In any case, if you have an iPhone 6s or 6, this is probably not for you since you really do get used to a larger phone, as I mentioned. If you don't care about screen size and you're fine with a smaller phone, then this is going to be great. I mean, it's small, it's fast, it's beautifully designed, and cheaper than most of the latest flagships. Now, I do want to stress that you should try this out before you get it, and that's only because it's really hard to go from a larger phone to a smaller phone, but not vice versa, and that's mainly because it's harder to grip in the hand after you've already gotten used to a certain size. I mean, you can open your hand, but closing your hand is a little bit more difficult, and you'll see what I mean once you try it out. Maybe, reach out to a friend who has an iPhone 5, use that for a little bit and try it out again and see if you like it. If you do, then this is going to be a great purchase. Now, as a little add-on here at the end, I do want to show you some footage here that I got with the iPhone, and this is the 4K video right off it, no color correction or anything, and it looks really good. It looks pretty much just like the iPhone 6s, and it's really weird to see something so good come out of such a little phone. But yeah, the pictures are no exception. They also look really great. Everything focuses really quickly, and nothing feels slow, and that's just really great. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, make sure to leave a thumbs up since that always really helps out. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below or reach out to me on Twitter at RMRDNL or at DarkGadgets, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.